eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use.
Welcome. I'm back. There are cars. I'm in my bus, like hut, my bus hut again. Today I will take this bus, the 814 bus, heading towards the Sawako Eki, to the Sawako station. You can see the snow, but I love. It was a bit of hassle, like building a path through the snow so that my shoes are not sinking in, so that I don't get snow inside my shoes. I have my Polar Explorer outfit. I'm wearing it again. And yeah, what's the plan for the day? First, take the bus to Tazawa. Tazawa? Oh wait, sorry, we take the 9:15 bus to Tazawa station. The other bus is heading up the mountain, which we don't want to go. So yeah, I'm taking the bus. It's like 5 minutes from now. It probably comes a bit later because of the snow. Yesterday evening there was a really bad snowstorm, like you probably have seen, but it was really fun walking through it. Now I'm heading back to the station. Wait there for like 50 minutes. Take another train for, I don't know how the station is called. I will probably say it later or write in the name. After that, I continued my journey towards Akita. From that point on, however, there was a special twist to my travel strategy. I had purchased something called the Hokkaido and East Japan bus in advance. It's a special ticket that isn't always available, but for about 11,000 yen or about 50 euros, you can travel unlimited for 7 days on JR East and JR Hokkaido trains, as well as some third sector railways. The catch is that it's only valid on local trains, so no Shinkansen or limited express trains. Still, I was completely fine with that. For me, the journey itself and especially the scenery was the main goal, and local trains are honestly one of the best ways to experience that, so I didn't mind the significantly longer travel times at all. After taking the bus back to the Sawako station and waiting for about 30 minutes, I boarded a local train heading to Omagari. As you can probably tell from this shot, there are way more Shinkansen running on this route than local trains, which I found kind of funny. When I arrived in Omagari, I only had 4 minutes to transfer to the next train. That made me a bit nervous, especially since my train was slightly delayed due to the snowfall. But in the end, I managed to make the transfer just in time and arrive safely in Akita. I didn't spend much time there though, since I had another destination planned for the same day. So shortly after arriving, I took the next train heading towards Oga. Okay, welcome back. Welcome in Oga. At Oga, whatever. I think there's a lot of me to explain now because there is not much footage of my last hours. So after I arrived in Akita station, which you have at least seen photos, I don't know if I made videos there actually, but I at least made photos. Oh look, there's something empty. I grabbed something to eat at a combini, and after that I waited for my train to Oga, because here's like a really low-key touristy spot, because here's like the Godzilla Rock, which basically is a rock which looks like Godzilla. There's a random rock at the cliff or at the shore. That's it, nothing special. So I will speak more about the Godzilla Rock later when I'm there. Now I'm in Oga, definitely not in the beautifulest part of it, since I'm in the industrial center, the ocean, because here's no one and I can just speak to myself. But there's like a park. I think it might be pretty nice in summer or something like that, when it's not completely cold. It's really windy and it's cold, like my fingers are kind of freezing. There's a car. Oh. But yeah, besides that, I will Just walk around here for a little bit. Oh yeah, I think if you keep walking, you can see the ocean. I think like over there, I think I want to try it out. Okay, so at that point I had some problems with the recording because you might have thought until now the wind noises were bad, but no, like in comparison to what the wind noises right now would sound like, it's really nothing. So because now in the next minute of video clip, the sound was basically unusable, and I also have the suspicion that in the next video clips it might also be at least as bad, which is really shit actually, because now I have a lot of work because I have to put my real life or like my narrator voice over it, which is a lot of work. But yeah, so what Real Life Fantasy is talking about in that clip is that the train which he took to this place is actually a battery electric train, because while the main line here is electrified, the train leading here to Oga, which branches up from the main line, is not electrified. So basically the train charges the battery at Oga station and at the part of the main line. And whenever the train leaves the main line and follows the tracks to here to Oga, it basically connects itself from the overhead wires and runs on battery, which is really interesting, and it was fun to watch because in the train was also like a small display with some stats. So I think I can also show it to you at that point. And yeah, so what else does Real Adventures mention? I think he said that at this place, like he has to wait a bit now for the bus he has to take. So he's just wandering around a bit and he's looking for a place where he could eat something. So yeah, that's basically it. Oh wow, look at that! It's probably the nicest view on the ocean since, I don't know, a few days or something like that. There will definitely be better views in the ocean, I think. But yeah. Okay, so at this point, there are a few things Real Adventures is speaking about. First, because I think he already told you that the place where he stayed the first 2 nights, there basically was no shop or anything nearby. So I bought some food the first day. Like he ate a lot of bento he bought on the first day, and for the second day he only had 250 grams of cereals for the entire day. So basically until now, like until noon of the third day, that's all he ate for like 1.5 days. Just 250 grams of cereals, which isn't a lot. So at this point here, at this place here, he ate some tamago sando, like some egg sandwich from a combini he bought at Akita station. At this point, there's a second thing Real Adventures was speaking about in this clip. Because when he walked around Lake Tazawa the last day, and especially when he walked through the snowstorm at night, he realized that his phone battery really has some problems with the cold. Because whenever it's like really cold outside, and the battery is kind of low, like between 40 and 30%, it somehow draws all of the energy within just 1 or 2 minutes. And after that, the phone dies. And yesterday, when he walked through the snowstorm, when he left the bus, his phone battery was over 30%. But when he arrived, it was at like 5%. But after he charged it and plugged it in, the energy somehow appeared to be back within a few minutes. So that's the point where I'm thinking that probably because of the cold, the battery isn't as conductive anymore. So it, well, gets some problems. And when the battery heats up again a bit, the energy gets usable again. That's at least my theory. I don't know if it's like how battery works. I mean, I know a few things about batteries, but I'm also not a pro at that point. So if you know anything about that, let me know in the comments. So at this point here, the same thing happened. Like the phone battery, within 1 or 2 minutes, it dropped from over 30% to just 5%. And he had to plug it into his power bank to charge it again. After I waited and walked around in Oga a bit, I finally took my bus to the famous Godzilla Rock. Well, actually, I don't know if it's famous at all. I think I saw a YouTube video of it some time ago. And because I also randomly saw it on Google Maps, I thought, yeah, well, why not go there? Well, because my strategy was the following. The bus I took was basically my last option to get there and get back home for the day. Because after I arrived, I only had about 15 minutes before the same bus came back from the other direction and took me back to Oga station. If it would have taken me more than 15 minutes to explore this area, and if I would have missed the bus, I wouldn't have made it back on the same day because it was the last bus. So after that, I would really have been cooked. Then probably my only option would have been to take a taxi, but since I really didn't know how to do that and I also didn't have any app on my phone for that, so yeah, so I was really careful to not miss it. And the problem was when I arrived there, first of all, it was really windy. And at this point, I think I'm also going to give you a small listen to the original audio clip because so that you know why I'm not using it. It sounds absolutely horrible and you can't understand anything most of the time. So that means now I'm back over the cliffs. So you probably can't hear anything at that point, just the wind. To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed that I was not able to see the Godzilla Rock. After I jumped around between the rocks a bit and looked for the right angle, I finally gave up my search because actually I didn't prepare myself at all. I thought you can just see the Godzilla Rock from the street or something, but no, you actually have to get the right angle and I didn't know which one it would have been and I didn't have time to look around sadly, so yeah, I didn't see the right angle. I only think I found the right rock, but even I'm not sure at that point, but I think so. And at that point, I will also show like a picture of the Godzilla Rock so that you know what it should look like. After I was back from the Godzilla Rock and at the bus station, I had around 3 minutes left until the bus was scheduled to arrive. So I basically just stood there, did some more recording, and well, I'm kind of sure that I've at least found the right rock. But since I was really stressed and worried that I might miss my bus, I gave up my search, even though it might have been just a few steps until I would have found the right angle. But at the end, it definitely was better than missing the bus and being stranded somewhere in the wilderness. So from there on, my goal was to take the bus back to Oga station, wait there for a bit, eat something because I still had the onigiri I bought at Akita, and then take the train back from Oga to Akita, where I would spend this night. So, and this is also the last clip of this day. It was pretty nice, even though I didn't see that much, but it was a nice adventure with jumping around between the rocks, and also the bus drive was really nice, because most of the time the road was built along the ocean, and I had a really nice view over it. Okay, so at this point, welcome again to the next day. I'm in the park close to my hotel, like between the station and my hotel, you could say. Look, there's a castle or door in front. Yeah, I have time. Like I got up pretty early. I left at around 8:30. And I have time around 11. At 11 I have to check out at the hotel. I haven't done it yet because it's better for me if I walk from here back to the hotel, grab my stuff and go to the station than when I do it the other way and go first to the station, check out, go to the station, then come here. It's better if I come here first. Yeah, so I'll just look around a bit here. Like in general, I can say Akita until now looks like the capital of my like in Austria we also have different states, like 9 in total, and it kind of feels like the capital of my state, which is the second biggest city of Austria. There are a lot of cars, there's not a lot of public transport. You see some buses, but it really feels like a big city in Austria. Like it's not built for public transport or for people, but for cars. That's how I feel like. I mean, of course, here it has a Japanese vibe, but you see parking lots. So I will explore a bit further and see it then. So I really like that there are not many people around. I mean, I see one people like every minute or so, but like here at the castle is right now nobody. I've taken some pictures from a bit more distance, which I will definitely show at that point. And yeah, I will look around a bit, and then there was snow falling from the roof right now. And then, yeah, the toilet is closed, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, I can hold it in until I go back to the hotel. I have like half an hour left until I have to return. So we look around a bit and yeah. Now on my second day here in Akita, I had quite some things planned. First, in the morning, I wanted to go to the park and visit the castle. It was a really nice atmosphere, there weren't many people, and overall it was pretty chill, with everything being covered in a white layer of snow. It was really nice. I'm also showing you some pictures here at that point. And yeah, after I did that, I went back to the hotel, checked out, and took all of my luggage with me and went to the train station. From there, I headed north to Hachirogata. There, I had to take a bus to my next destination of the day, but I think Real Adventures will tell you a bit more when he's there. And after I visited that special place, there was only one thing left for me to do, because now I want us to start my journey north to the northernmost train station of Japan in Hokkaido. That means today I would have to take quite a few trains to get to Hokkaido, where I would rest for a night and continue from there on. Oh. Okay, I was wondering because I sometimes saw those weird tunnel thingies on the streets, and I thought maybe they have an underground system to, like, I don't know if it's true, but I heard in a YouTube short say somebody that in, I think Sapporo they have that, like they have underground walkways at some parts of the city, connected to the metro system, I think. But yeah, I think this is just the underwalk through the street, so that if the light is red, you can just go this way. I mean, it's alright. Okay, now I just realized it's probably the only way over the street, since there's no like a foot walk, crosswalk, or how it's called. Like there's no traffic light for the people, so basically you can't really cross on the street, so I have to take the underground passage. So where's my hotel? Okay, I took the train from Akita station, and I'm at Hachi. Oh shit, I forgot it again. I thought, yeah, I'm doing my homework and I remember it, but no. Hachirogata? I think Hachirogata, something like that. It's like 30 to 40 minutes from Akita station. At first I thought it's a bigger place because on the map it looks pretty big, but I realized it's not. At the station there were not even coin lockers, so basically my bag with the laptop I bought for 800 euros and my Switch and everything is there just lying around. I just hope I can really trust the Japanese as much as the people say. I mean, now about the village here. From here I want to take the bus to a special place in like 1 hour. I'm already waiting for like 30 minutes, but that's okay. There I will have to spend 1 hour and 30 minutes for the next bus to here, and from here I will continue my journey to Aomori. So now about that. I'm here now. I thought, yeah, I walk a bit around the village or like the small city, small town. I mean, I kind of like the vibe, but kind of not. The thing is, it's a nice small town. The thing I don't like is there are pretty many cars and pretty many people. Now there's no one, but if you go more into the center, there are a lot of people, so I can't film. That's the thing I don't like about it. And I don't know, like walking around here as a foreigner, also like at the train station, just sitting alone in the waiting room is kind of feels kind of weird. While there's some Japanese people like walking around and going to their cars and stuff like that. And I feel like, shit, what are they thinking? But yeah, so I will probably go back to the station, check my luggage, probably finish my sandwiches I bought at the combini earlier before I went to the Akita station, and yeah, or even before I went to the castle actually. And yeah, I'll just eat a bit, then go to a place, and then I will probably hear you. I'm also not really looking forward to the bus ride because I'm probably also the only guy in the bus, at least only foreigner. Yeah, but it's okay. So I finally arrived to the probably most important place of this landscape. Like you can see, it's really flat. Like especially if you look that direction. This area is like completely flat, besides this hill. Yeah, so I'm in Ogata and this is Fujisan. yeah, so basically what's it about? So I think all of you know Mount Fuji, right? Like the highest mountain of Japan, which is an active volcano with 3,800 something meters high. So the funny thing about this is this whole landscape you can see here. I will probably show you some better overviews later from top of the mountain, but there's like there are a few people over there which hopefully leave soon. Yeah, so the thing is, all of this place here, of this flat area, was a lake like a few hundred years ago. Yeah, or like a long time ago it was like land, then the sea level rised and it became a lake. And now the people in the last 100 years or whatever did their best to basically get the land back from the sea, which like you can see worked successfully. It was a lake and the people got it back. And the funny thing is, the ground I'm running around on is like 3 meters under sea level. All of this area here was once sea floor and is also like sea ground. Wait, I let the car pass by. Okay, let's continue. Okay, the people are still here, so I'm just walking around a bit near, and then at the end I go on the mountain. But like, you see the red dot over there, which is around at the same height than the like top of Mount Fuji. That is actually the sea level before they reclaimed the land. So it was like around 3 to 4 meters higher. And so Ogata Fuji is known to be like the smallest mountain of Japan. But the top of the mountain is exact at the old sea level, or around at the same old sea level. That means the mountain is between 3 and 4 meters high, which is not a lot. And also a funny thing is, I read the signs there, I can show it to you, and the signs are saying, or did I read it online? I'm not sure. But I think the Ogata Fuji should be 1,000 times smaller than the real Fuji. So the real Fuji is 3,800. This is 3 meters, 0.8 something. So it's really funny. Oh, the people are leaving, so I think it's time for us to return back and I can show you an overview of the mountain. So here we have a closer look of the mountain. The thing is, in spring or something, or in summer, actually somewhere close to here are like flower fields and I think also cherry blossom. This, I think in front are no cherry trees. But I think somewhere of cherry trees, I think maybe over there. So that would actually be probably nicer to visit than now. Here you have some things you can look at if you want to. It's pretty interesting. Also, close to here is the point where the longitude and latitude are meeting. Like I'm here at the center, this red point here. Oh shit. I'm here and the other one is there. But it's pretty far, it's like 3 or 4 kilometers, so I'm not going there. And I think there is nothing special, maybe just a statue like this. This is not really worth it. Okay, I am ready to go on the highest mountain of Japan. To be honest, it's kind of funny, like really visiting all of these places in Japan because I've only seen them on videos and I'm here myself. It's kind of a nice feel. I think that might be cherry trees there. So this is the top of Mount Fuji, and from here you can see, well, I don't know, everything I guess. I will try to. And the good thing is the weather also got like really good. Like in the morning it was snowing, it was raining, but now it's perfect. That's really great. I think now in winter this is the best weather to visit this mountain. Also if the sun's setting in like an hour or so, it's really nice area. Like yeah, you can see the whole extent of this area, it's huge. I think that's most of the interesting things here. I will, well, wait for the bus. After I had waited and walked around a bit, I took my bus back to Hachirogata station. There I had to wait for around 1 hour. So I used the time, walked around a bit and also bought something to eat at the kombini. Afterwards, I took the O line from here, Hachirogata, to Shin Aomori station. The train ride was actually really long, like it was around 2.5 hours, and since it was already dark outside, I couldn't really film anything. The train was fairly empty, and especially at the end, most people were asleep. So it was kind of exhausting to take the train because, well, I was really bored. But I used the time, did some Anki and so on, and also planned the next days. So after I arrived at Shin Aomori station, I wanted to take the Shinkansen, the Hayabusa, bound for Shin Hakodate Hokuto station, which is right now the northernmost Shinkansen station. I really like the area where I ended up at. Shin Hakodate Hokuto station is located quite a bit outside of the nearby city. It really looked like they built this whole area here just for the Shinkansen station, because there were quite a lot of hotels and basically nothing else nearby. So yeah, I checked in and I think that's basically it for the day. Oh wait, I think Real Adventures wants to show something to you. Yeah, just a small info. I think at this point I told you everything I ate until now, so I should just continue doing that. When I checked in, I got this free rice with curry, which is really nice of them. I really like it. I bought at the kombini some egg and ham and egg and cheese sandwiches. I bought some, that's nice, at the Lawson the things are written in English. Cafe mocha spiral roll cake, some papers from the last meal, which I bought like in the morning at 7-Eleven. I ate it when I waited for the bus or something. And I also have something else. I'm not sure what it was. Oh, there it is. Some, what was it? Baked chicken curry. A lot of curry today, so yeah, that's it. Okay, so now at that point, I think there's only one thing left for me to do. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. It was really long, probably one of the longest videos on my channel, except from streams, of course. But yeah, like, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like and a comment, and also consider subscribing. And yeah, see ya in the next one, when I will officially start my journey to the northernmost train station of Japan. See ya in the next one. Bye bye, see ya.